channel. Today I am going to be sharing with you how I recreated my own version of the Gallerie Cirque pillar candle holder. And I created this using all Dollar Tree products with the exception of the jar that the candle is in. And I will share with you my version here. Just a moment, let me get the candle here. The camera, I'm sorry, camera. Okay. Pull up some more. Okay, so this is my version of the Gallerie Cirque pillar candle holder. I'm gonna get started with this DIY project. So what I'm going to be doing though, also when I'm making my DIY projects, I will do a project in full and complete and show you what I'm creating, but then I'm going to just dry fit a duplicate of what I've already created as to not have very long videos. Okay, so with that said, let's get started. What I'm going to do is I'm going to explain to you all of the elements that I use to put this candle holder together. So what you see here, the base of my candle holder is styrofoam. Now, I didn't get the styrofoam from the Dollar Tree. This styrofoam came in a package for something that I ordered. But what you can get that's close to that is foam board cut down to size, and you would cut maybe like 4 or 5 pieces to give the height, of this. And this mirror is coming off. I need to put this, I made this thing last year, so this is almost a year old. But you would cut about 4 or 5 strips of these, glue them together using the glue gun, and I wouldn't put a whole lot of glue because that might melt the foam board, and that will stick them together and just stack them on top. And if you like, you can, if you don't want to stay white, you can use some acrylic paint that I got from Walmart. I didn't do that to this one, but you can choose to paint it to cover up. It won't be showing if, you know, when you go to do it with the bling wrap, okay, to go around the edges. So you can use the foam board to form your base. And then, of course, the bling wrap, which I also got from the Dollar Tree. This is in gold. They have it in pink, blue, silver, gold. You choose whatever color you choose, is your choice. And they have it in, this is like a three rows. I think what I have on what I have on here is 4 rows, and I believe they do have it in 5 rows. So you would wrap that around there, and you would use the glue gun also to adhere the bling wrap around the board. And then after doing that, I got 3 Dollar Tree candles. And now what I've noticed, let me just pause here for a minute to share. These mirrors are just cut flat. I'm noticing that several Dollar Trees that I went in, they don't have the mirrors that they previously had before these. The ones they had before these, which is what I have on here, have a beveled edge, if you can see there, which I really prefer. But I guess they're just changing their styles of some. I've noticed they're changing their styles of some of their products. But these will work just as fine. I noticed they are a little smaller, but again, it still works. And then also, the napkin rings is what I use. They come in 6 in a pack. And that, after I put the 3 mirrors, glued 3 mirrors on, I glued, and I'm using Fix-All or E6000. You can use Fix-All or E6000 along with the glue gun. The glue gun holds it while the E6000 is permanently being affixed till it dries. But I put a napkin ring here on top in the center of the middle candle, middle mirror, and then another napkin ring right inside the bowl, and then another napkin ring on top of that with this in between. And again, I'm going to show you how I've done all this, and then I glue the cap from the candle jar on top of that. Now, and here's the bowl from the Dollar Tree. that I used. And I've already shown you that rings. And because what I'm putting together, I don't have this bling wrap, so I'm using this beautiful diamond mesh that I purchased from Michael's, and I'm going to just glue the ends of it on the form that I have. And the form that I'm using today, because I don't have any more foam board to be the form, I'm using this plastic box. This plastic box held these mirrors. They come in hearts, and these round ones were in that plastic box. This comes from Walmart, and I'm using this box. Again, this is just doing a dry fit, so it won't stay permanent for me on this project. This is just to show you all how I put mine together. But because this is nice and firm around the edges, it's not in the middle. So if you were to use this, you might want to put something in here to make it stiff so the mirrors won't cave in. The mirrors are not heavy, but over time I think it would cave in. But this is the perfect shape and height for holding these 3 mirrors. Okay, so I'm using that as the base. And then for this ring on mine, it is actually from, I'm trying to turn the camera up. It is actually from, just a moment. Okay, there we go. It's actually from a clock, old clock that I had, and here's the clock. Old clock that I had, and the ring sat around here, sat right in there. That's what held the glass, and then this ring held the glass in. And the reason why I used that, because one day I was just wanting together, and I didn't have what I see other YouTubers use, is the embroidery hoop. So that's what you can use, but I don't have the embroidery hoop, so I'm going to show you what I'm using today. But also trimming out mine, I used reflective mirror tape, and I get that from Amazon, and I will leave a link in the description box below where you can order that from. Again, I got it from Amazon. And then lastly, to create my hoop, I took this foam board, I cut it into 3 strips so it could be the width of this hoop, and I taped the 3 strips together, and then I just used anything round to form it so it could easily take the shape of the circle. And you notice all I'm doing is, it doesn't have to be, so I just want to make it round. So when I take it off, when I tape it on or glue it onto the candle holder, it'll make its form. And that was a salt shaker, but again, use anything round. And you see how it took its form? And then I'm going to end up taping it. So we're going to put this together right now, okay? Alrighty, let me get this stuff out of the way. Coffee. Alright, I'm using the one that I created as a guide to follow step by step. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is my base. Creating my base. I've already pre-cut my strips. And I'm going to, again, I'm just going to glue on the corners. You can glue all the way around. And again, if you're using the foam board, use the glue stick. And you can use some Fix-All too as well if you want it to permanently stay. I'm just using the glue stick on the corners because after this is over with, I'm taking it apart. This is just to show you doing a dry fit of how I created my Cirque pillar candle. Okay, here we go. Since I have given a step-by-step visual and verbal process of how I put this together, I will be speeding up the video.